I think now we are set. The first thing that we're going to do is have a prayer so that we can feel comfortable. Now, I can't see the man who is on my list. Where has he gone? Father Kaliepe, is he in here? I saw him a few minutes ago. But then, just waiting for a signal. If he's stepped out for you, we can have an assistant or anyone who feels they are in the right mode to give us a prayer. So just waiting for a signal to see if he's. So I know prayer, you need to prepare yourself. So in the next few seconds, those that few can pray. Speak to your spirit as we wait to see if our Father is anywhere near. Oh, we even have some elders. Okay. I think we can. I don't see any signal from there, so I think we can proceed with the second. What's the name for our elder? I know. Yeah. He looks it. Yeah, he looks it. So we want to see you on camera, so you can come. Yeah.
May I be guided? I want to extend the prayer. Is this food as well? Okay, they say, okay, that's the prayer and hope that there's food and then I'll break it. Okay. Let us bow down our heads and pray. Let's bow our heads and pray. Father, we thank you this wonderful evening for bringing us together as a family. Father, we are here to deliberate, to interact, to enjoy our time. Father, be with us as we begin the declarations. Take us through until the end of the program. I also want to pray for the guest of honor. May you be with him, give him the wisdom, give him the grace. But I also want to extend the blessing unto the food which is set before us. May we enjoy the food and may we enjoy our time. In Jesus' name we pray, asking in our hearts. Amen. Amen.
This prayer was strategic. I could tell that he couldn't wait to get to the food, but he has so much faith. The food that you have not even seen, to bless the food. Okay, so straight away, we are going to have welcoming remarks from our chair. Chair, are you in? I can't see him as well. Oh, okay. He's right over there. A big hand as our chair comes to give us the welcoming remarks. Those hands are not strong enough for the chair. Yeah, that's much better. That's much better. Thank you so much. I know why people are not clapping, Mr. Moderator, because the real reason that they have come, which is the food, is almost ready.
So we'll be going to it very soon. Allow me to recognize the presence of our guest of honor, Mr. Siazongo Siagalenge, who is the Deputy Secretary to Cabinet, Finance and Economic Development, or DSC Fed, as we call him in government circles. Mr. Siagalenge, you're welcome, sir. Allow me also to recognize the presence of the headmaster, who I'm told is walking in shortly. He's headmaster from Canisius, Mr. Moya Jimbala. And we also have Father Kaliepe, who is the Deputy Headmaster of Canisius. We are honored to have you here, sir. I also recognize the presence of the chairperson of the Parents and Teachers Association, Mr. Joseph Matimba. You are welcome, sir. Our General Secretary, the very able Matongo Mambi, and soon to become the incoming chairperson of the association. We recognize you, sir. All Canisians, senior Canisians, younger Canisians, supporters and friends of Canisius, may I simply say all protocols observed. We welcome you all to this distinguished event today. It is an honor and privilege for me to stand here before you tonight as the president of the Canisius Alumni Association. I am very happy that you all made it to come here today, despite the various busy schedules that you may have had. As you all are aware, the school Canisius was founded in 1949 and will be turning 75 this year. So this is a build-up to the time of Jubilee, which is going to take place sometime in September. And I think probably the headmaster or the deputy, they address us. They are going to speak to how far we've gone on that. So we just want to say that all the funds that are going to be raised here tonight are going to go into the Jubilee account. We've got a Jubilee account that is run by the school, and the school works together with the parents as well as the Alumni Association, which is the former pupils, just to try and build the image of the school. And I think the others will come and speak to that. My job here today is very simple. It's just to welcome you all and thank you for coming here today. And I want to wish you all a lovely evening and that you're going to enjoy yourselves today as we prepare for this celebration. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chair. So we continue with the speeches. I'll invite Father Kaliepe now to come and give us some remarks from St. Canisius. A big hand for our deputy head.
Good evening, everyone. I can see people are hungry, they need to eat. I'm actually not coming from, I'm not coming from Canisius. I'm coming from our Jesuit nursing home. Just last month, I had a cervical spine operation. So I've been recuperating at Chula House off Airport Road. So this is my first public appearance since my operation. And that tells you how much I value this evening. I have sacrificed to be here, to be part of this auspicious occasion. I've been at Canisius for slightly over 8 years. I've seen some of the cool dudes begin and exit. Our principle as Jesuits in our educational institutions is that you give us a boy, we give you a man. And I hope for those who have spouses in this room, we have indeed given you a man, not a boy. Our mission is to turn boys into men. I want to bring to your attention that the Canisius that most of you went through is not the Canisius we have today. Even the other celebrations that we have had in the past, the 50 years, the 60 years, if you go through the records, you will find that most of those resources for those events were from outside Zambia. So 75 years becomes the first ever anniversary for which we are doing it ourselves. I'm in Bala Mafia. My mother, she's alone. My father passed on last year in September. They were boasting of having a farm, but it's a farm with 2 goats and 1 chicken. Okay, what can I get from Bala to develop Canisius? My brother Jesuits from America, Father Ron was there for 48 years. And those who would attend PTC meetings, you would notice that every time he was reporting, there would be a component where he would say, maintenance fund is coming from the money that we have raised as Jesuits. I can't raise that money from Bala. So it's a unique event. It's a unique event, and I believe in you, and I know we can do it. And we are going to do it. I've been telling Mr. Matongo that I'm not as strong as you are, because it's like you are able to work last minute. You know, my area of specialization, I'm a teacher of mathematics and chemistry, and also administration, education administration and planning. So I like planning events way before. But then I know that the alumni, there will be careers day on Friday or Saturday. By Wednesday, there is no money. And then Thursday, you see money flowing in. And in no time, all the money is raised. But I was telling him, that can't handle my BP. I like planning ahead. But I believe in you. And I'm not standing here thinking that time is past. 21st September, when we have the platinum celebration, 75 years, I can't really stand here apologetically and say time is past. I believe in you, and I know we will do it. We should have something for which we put a signature. There are a number of things we want to look at. Improve the dormitory space, the ablution blocks for the boys, make more reading materials available, extend the reading annexure from the library to the slaughterhouse. We are also looking at paving walkways in the school. We are also looking at solar lighting in all the classrooms and dormitories. So with proper lighting, we make sure that the boys are safe. So we have so many plans that we want to do. And you have heard about the 5 million campaign. We believe in you, and we know we can do it. Posterity will judge us harshly that we had an opportunity to make a difference, and we didn't do it. I'm praying that as we meet on 21st September on the Canisius grounds, we will be showing to everyone that this is what we have put in place. It could be switching on the lights for solar for the whole school. It could be opening the reading annexure from the library or any other activity that we may embark on, or upgrading the famous farmhouse. So I believe in you. I'm a believer in providence. I'm standing here all because of belief in God's providence. I call myself a spoiled priest. I've been a priest for 22 years. The first 6 years I was working under Kasama Archdiocese. Then I got a call within a call. I joined the Jesuits in 2008. I'm now a fully professed Jesuit, and until God takes me from this life. So I'm asking you, the Europeans who are getting money from Europe are not at Canisius as I speak to you. I'm the first Zambian Jesuit to get into the Canisius administration, as you may not be aware, some of you. I'm the first ever Zambian Jesuit to enter the Canisius administration. I have nothing from Bala apart from my good spirit. I believe in you. The hallmark of our Jesuit schools in other parts of the world, US, Europe, is the alumni. They are the ones who make things happen, and I know you will make things happen. Thank you for this opportunity.
Father, before you go, just one quick question. I know you probably heard about my lamentations. You say the lot has changed about Canisius. One particular thing of interest, are you still strict when it comes to entry requirements for people?
Our dream as Jesuits is to offer quality education to. They could be struggling or poor kids, but who have the brains. So we are not going to compromise on quality. There will be no validate tonight. We are not going to compromise on quality, but we are hoping that as you bring your children and grandchildren, give us kids that you yourselves are not struggling to keep at home. Because sometimes you make our school a dumping place for kids that you yourselves cannot keep at home. So give us the candidates with the right results. Sometimes people confuse the special scheme with the lowering the standards. So somebody will come with low marks and say, can you take my child on a special scheme? That's not the spirit of special scheme. Special scheme is meant to say, you are able to pay a little more. So as you pay your school fees, can you also pay for a day scholar from Hanamaila or Chiobola? That is the concept, not lowering the standards. I hope we did lower the standards on you.
Things are bad, usually, I'm sure parents would understand, most of the times as a parent, if you wanted to become something and you didn't, usually the pressure is on the children. So thank you very much, David, for answering my question, though I've become more demoralized. Because the fact that I failed to go to Canisius, my son should have gone there. But unfortunately, from the way he's performing so far at primary, he may also not make it. It's still very, very strict. So this table here is my favorite. Because if I made it that year to Canisius, these probably would have been my classmates. This year is the year that speaks to me. So I was looking at them, I went to sit there. So that's the son. So I looked at him, I'm like, so if I had gone to Canisius, this is how cool I would have been looking, right? You can see. Yeah, I feel a little bit emotional, but yeah, I'm a teacher by profession, by the way. I managed by and large to get somewhere. Do we have any teachers here tonight before? Just any teachers by any chance? Okay, teachers, okay, never mind. Not Sunday school teachers. Not those. Those is fine. So I could be the only teacher here, which explains a lot of things which I want to mention right now. So we have one more speech before the guest of honor. The PTA chairman, where are you? Mr. Matimba. Oh, yeah, a big hand for the PTA chair as well.
know, when somebody says, Kanshi, it's you, they are presently surprised. Good evening, all. To our guest of honor, you're welcome. It's great to have our own in the house. As much as I am a PTC chair, I'm also an alumni of Canisius. It's great that it's happening when we are celebrating our 75 years, where we can synergize with the alumni and the parents committee, which is commendable. I've got a rich history in Canisius. My father is also a 1971 intake. Then I went to Canisius, my young brother went to Canisius, my son is now at Canisius. So it gives me great pleasure to serve the school wholeheartedly, in that I've experienced it from different angles. A story from my father, experiencing it myself, taking care of my young brother, with those boys on that table. They know me very well. I was their supervisor. they can testify that I actually took care of them very well. That's why they are here. It's our guidance. Thank you for being good boys at times. So on behalf of the parents at Canisius, we really want to thank the alumni for according us an opportunity to work together. We, at an event yesterday that was very successful, we held our Canisius at 75 years golf tournament. I'm seeing a few of my seniors in here that supported the event. My big boss from Rock Insurance, thank you very much for coming out and supporting us. My all-weather big man there, Nawamata, thank you for the continued support. He motivates me to play golf. If you're not a bad day, you'll still say, no, there's another chance we can play. So thank you for being there. So all in all, we had a wonderful event, and it's that spirit that we want to promote. If the corporates can come to our aid, then definitely amongst us as alumni, we can make it bigger. I can assure you, most schools are actually admiring what we are doing. So we should not relent, but let's see how we can continue with that same spirit. For those that have not managed to have their children go to Canisius, don't worry. Take heart, as the deputy said, just push them a little bit harder. They will have an opportunity one day to get into Canisius. Just like we had that opportunity. So the fact that we had that opportunity, let's support the Canisius activities wholeheartedly and see how we can make our school better. So it's not a night for speeches, but just to thank everyone for coming. If there are any parents in here, please, you've done a commendable job to come. We are chasing one dream, and it's to make Canisius better. I thank you.
Thank you very much. At this moment, I'll straight away So at this moment, we are now going to have the guest of honor speech. So I'll hand over to the able chair, who in turn is going to invite our guest of honor for tonight.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to invite our guest of honor today, Mr. Siazongo Siakalenge, to come and give us the speech. Mr. Siakalenge, over to you.
Good evening to you. I'm sure you have noticed a change. The people who came here earlier than me had two things. One, they had deep voices. I don't have. Then two, they were speaking freely of a prepared statement. But perhaps before I go to the prepared statement, allow me to make few remarks outside the prepared statement. Perhaps the first one, I may wish to request all of us to stand. I'm sorry. We are standing for a minute of silence in honor of the ex-Canisians who are no longer with us, in honor of the priests and teachers that were once at Canisius. A minute of silence. Okay, we can all take our seats now. I think the next thing I'm going to do is to remember a few intakes. And the first, exits. I think the first one will be 1952. For those who came out of Canisius in 1952, I can remember two of them who are still with us. And they would have loved to be here with us this evening. I think one of them, you know him very well, Uncle Mark Chona. He spent most of his life in public life. He became an institution during the First Republic as a political advisor to the First Republican president, a product of Canisius. And he told Mr. Daniel Zongo, he too is in his 90s. He was in the class of 1952. And of course, others left us. Uncle Mark Chona was very instrumental in the preparation of 50 years of Canisius. I was an assistant to the late Father Thomas McGibbon. If you check there, you'll see the contributions we made in that particular publication. Unfortunately, Uncle Mark may not be in a position now, not only to come in, so to contribute towards the preparation of the publication for the 75 years of Canisius. And perhaps because in my prepared text, what I'm going to say now, but perhaps this is directed at the Deputy Headmaster, Father. I think you must be a very proud Deputy Headmaster. because your school has made major contributions to the development of this country in all areas of human endeavor. In all areas of human endeavor. You can look at any sector of the economy. You have had Canisians. You can also look at in politics. The ex-Canisians have been exceptional. I'm sure those of us who may have been there might recall how honorable the late Crispin Sveta was, or indeed Luke Monanchi, or indeed Clement Monanchi, or indeed Leonard Sudo. The list goes on. Those were at the political level as cabinet ministers. They distinguished themselves. You can come at a lower level where perhaps I'm sitting. In those days, it was very rare to find a large number of school X. But at cabinet office, at the heart of government, I found a deputy secretary in charge of finance and economic development, the late Francis Policy. I found others. And in that particular, say, division, we were 9. Out of 9, 5 were from Canisius. 5. And that's the heart of government. You are talking about the cabinet secretariat, and you are also talking about people who are looking at the issues of finance and economic development. 5. And of course, Luca was also at one point the governor of the Bank of Zambia, and he was also an executive director at the INF. I just wanted to give you just that small window. And of course, Mr. Emmanuel, and I will also remember that his immediate junior, Mr. Chibiliti, Evans Chibiliti, was one sitting where I'm sitting, and also rose to become the secretary to the cabinet. That's how you have made your contributions, Father. And on the table where I'm sitting, I also have a rare opportunity not only to sit with the deputy headmaster, Father, but I'm also sitting with my former school captain when I was a queer. He was in Form 5 when I was a queer. Mr. Emmanuel Kennedy. Father, what I can say about Mr. Emmanuel Kennedy is that for the 5 years I was at Canisius, he became a standard for a head boy during my time. I don't know about now. He's there, so I don't know whether the new head boys could also have an opportunity as they are actually being ushered in to have a chat with him. And you know, he set his standards quite differently in many ways. The one seated next to him she too is an ex-Canisian. She was also the head girl at Canisius Girls. Well, I don't know about the out of bounds or the out of bounds, but I'm sure you can meet him. Now, allow me at this point in time to formally refer to the written statement. And of course, the written statement, further, is no longer the same in terms of salutations, because most of the people are not here, including those that were supposed to be here. But let me go back to the freestyle. The one I should have acknowledged first is a bishop, the Bishop of Monze, where Canisius falls in. Unfortunately, he is not here with us. He too is an ex-Canisian. And for that diocese, I think from my memory, he should be the second one, because I know that Bishop Paul Lungu was also an ex-Canisian. He was the Bishop of Mons at one time. So you can see, it's not only in the area of government or indeed the economy, but also in the church. Canisius has also made significant contributions. I will now refer to you, Father. I recognize you as the deputy head teacher at Canisius. I recognize the chairperson of the members of the Canisius Alumni Association. I'm not sure there are any honorable members here who are present this evening, but I can confirm, Father, that we do have members of Parliament who are also ex-Canisians, and one who comes to mind is the MP for Kalomo Central. Can I refer to the senior Canisians who are here, including the former school captain and the former school captains outside Mr. Emmanuel Kwenda, assuming they are also with us this evening. Parents of our pupils at Canisius present. Supporters and friends of Canisius. And here I would like to recognize our special guests, the ladies from St. Joseph's. Father, during our time, when Fridays came, Father Joe Hayes, at the time, would say, boys, all those with letters, can I please take them to St. Joseph's? And I will insist that I wait for their replies. And actually, he meant it. I remember during our time, we were supposed to have gone for D5. All of us who went to Canisius around that time will know what D5 is or D4. So we were invited by just girls, and we were eager to go. You know what happened, Father? The school just said on the day of travel, you can't go. If you want to go to St. Joseph's, or go to Roman Girls, or go to St. Mary's, or go to Mazaka Girls. So we became all sick. I can also recognize other colleagues who are supporters of Canisius present this evening, who are not necessarily from St. Joseph's. You too, you are most welcome. Perhaps I could also indicate that I came with my daughter. She didn't go to Canisius Girls, but she went to Chanda. Where did you go to? Hello? Oh, Pelembe. Since Pelembe is also supported by the church family, it's also under the Catholics. May I say, I recognize all of you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to stand before you tonight as the guest of honor at this remarkable gala dinner, which is part of our 75th anniversary celebrations. As you may all be aware, Canisius Secondary School turns 75 years this year, having been established in 1949, as you have all heard. That is Canisius Secondary School. But Canisius as an institution was there long before that. I don't know whether you heard from the chairperson of the association, where he said that the mission was established in 1905 by Father Morrow. May I start by expressing my deepest gratitude to the organizers for inviting me and for their diligent efforts in making the event possible. I think for the organizers, do not get discouraged that there are very few people in here this evening. Continue soldiering on and doing the best you can to ensure that the celebrations in September will be a huge success. Your presence is greatly appreciated, and I warmly welcome you, although the chairperson of the association and the deputy headmaster has already done that. Perhaps allow me at this point in time, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, to become personal. I would like to indicate, Father, that I was a class of 1978. And Canisius holds a special place in my heart. We were slightly under 7th during our time. 43 of us, Father, went to the university. There was only one university at that time, Onza, yes. And out of 43, Father, only 3 dropped. 4th completed father. And in those days, for those who went to Unza, you'll recall how sharp Mwanza's axe was. At least 2.5% was assured of dropping each year in those days. And there were no negotiations, as we may all know. And to go back, if you are excluded from Unza, you needed at least a minimum of 10 years. As I had already indicated, I was a queer in 1974. And I would like to also imagine when I was a queer, a big number, Father, in this hall may not have been there because they were not yet born. But perhaps I could say one thing about 1974. It was a very special year, as my former school captain will remember. That is the year when Father Voda went to Canisius. And that's the year when Muhammad Ali was fighting in DRC. And the way it was being promoted was Rambo in the jungle. And because of Father Voda, in those days when the TV was very scarce, I think he managed to assemble something for people to watch. The watching was, I think, around 4 in the morning. And of course, 1974 was another year. I think my former school captain will again recall that was the first time Zambia ever qualified to the finals of Africa Cup. It was played on 2 days. The final. The first day, 2-2. And I think, was it Sinyangwe who scored towards the close of the game to equalize? And of course, the school was also very sensitive. When there was a rematch, I think we were given a holiday to watch the game. And of course, for those of us who were at Canisius at that time will know the implications of having a holiday. It means even your meals. How was it called? Special meals. Okay, I'll leave it to the school captain. You have special meals on such a day like that. The education and values I received at the school have significantly shaped my life and career. The school's motto, I think Matongo can recite it, Mwaniti Moriora Sekwema, meaning, which means, having been instructed, we follow better things. And I can confirm, Father, that ordinarily you don't find ex-Canisians in workplaces as troublemakers. Father, you don't find them as troublemakers. And I remember even when we were at Unza, if for whatever reason your grades are lower than what is expected of a Canisian or an ex-Canisian, they will say, Ula to sampla. For those who may not understand, you embarrass us. This is not what an ex-Canisian should be associated with. This motto, Father, has been a guiding principle throughout my journey, inspiring me to strive for excellence and integrity in all areas of human endeavor. It's not easy, Father. Easier said than done. But I said, I strive in order to be somewhere, to be a good example. Then perhaps allow me to leave that space. But I can say one other thing, Father, under that space. In those days, Canisius had about 19 football pitches, and we had football leagues. The last time I went there, that is not to include church pitch and not to include the stadium. But when I went there last, I found that most of the space where we had football pitches, we have now put residences for teachers. I don't understand. I don't understand. The other thing that surprised me, Father, was the swimming pool. The swimming pool was buried. During my time, Father, my former school captain was sitting there. We would leave a mathematics or science or geography class and go to the swimming pool, not because it's for leisure, but it's part of your syllabus or your school program. I don't know whether that is still happening. It means if it's no longer there, Canisians will never have an opportunity to participate at the Olympics. I didn't think about that, Father. We had a lot of volleyball courts, and I think some of us here will recall that Canisius had won the championship 1, 2, 3 times during that time. We were equally active in football. And Father, although you see me weak here, I was a central striker. Number 9 in those days, central striker. Not on the bench. We also had lawn tennis courts. I don't know whether they are still functioning. We had badminton. I was in the school team and chairperson. And of course, athletics were for everybody. I don't know whether that is still happening. But I represented Southern Province in 400 meters at interprovincial here in Lusaka. But now I may not have all that energy. It may have been necessary at that time. Now allow me, Father, after too much bragging, to look at the importance of education. And of course, education, you have heard the Republican President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, most of the time, indicating that education is the best equalizer. The President headed cattle in the plains of Mwenga. I was also heading cattle in Sinazongo. All I'm trying to say is, without education, I may not have had an opportunity of standing before you this evening. I know that all the parents in this hall this evening understand and value education. But there may be some parents that may not value education. So I may be speaking to those parents who may not be here, but outside the four walls of this hall, and perhaps also taking advantage of you, Father, given that you have so many platforms through which you deliver messages to different types of people. Importance of education. Education is the cornerstone of personal growth and national development. It empowers individuals with knowledge, skills, and values that enable them to contribute positively to society. For 75 years, Canisius Secondary School has been a beacon of quality education, producing leaders, professionals, and change makers who have made significant contributions to our nation and beyond it. Economic development and education. There is a strong correlation between quality education and economic growth. Educated individuals are better equipped to innovate, lead, and drive progress across various sectors or sections of society. Canisius Secondary School has been a long-term partner to the Zambian government through its commitment to supporting education in various initiatives and investments, understanding that the future of our nation depends on the quality of education provided to our youth today. Fundraising and community support. Father, we are here this evening to address this issue. As we celebrate our past, we must also look towards securing the future of Canisius Secondary School. Fundraising is crucial for the sustainability and advancement of our educational institutions. You have already heard specific projects at Canisius, which Father referred to. I don't know whether you want me to go through all these, given that Father has already outlined all those, and he has also indicated the reason why we should fundraise in the manner we are and take it even outside here, because the traditional sources of funding are no longer there. So we have this in our control. You have already been informed of the target that is supposed to be raised. I know my former school captain may not be comfortable now. I see one table which is also holding its own meeting. But we used to have Thursdays for that, where people's names were read. And in those days, the most common name was Emmalasha. And one table might actually be qualified to become Emmalasha this evening. Actually, they are proud of emulating Emmalasha because I'm still hearing them. Call to action. Please allow me to urge all of you, alumni, business persons present here, and community members to contribute generously towards these projects which Father has already outlined. Your support will have a lasting impact, ensuring that Canisius continues to provide quality education for future generations. Together, we can make a significant difference in the lives of many young pupils and students that are looking forward to being at Canisius. Not just who are already there, but those who are yet to come. Vision for the future. As we look ahead to the main 75th anniversary celebration on September 21st this year, with the theme, Reimaging Canisius at 75, let us envision a future where Canisius is a hub of innovation, excellence, and community engagement. By investing in education, we are empowering the next generations to lead, innovate, and create a better world. Perhaps at this point, Father, distinguished invited guests, allow me to announce one important activity that is supposed to happen before 21st September 2024. And this is about the magazine and the content that we are supposed to develop and share. It may be of interest to share with you that a special magazine is being published to commemorate this milestone. This magazine will highlight our journey, achievements, and the various projects that are being undertaken. I would like to encourage every one of us present this evening to contribute content and support its production, as it will serve a lasting tribute to our collective efforts and achievements. In closing, Father, I would like to once again express my heartfelt gratitude to all of you gathered here this evening for your presence and support. Your contributions, both big and small, are invaluable to the continued success of Canisius Secondary School. It is therefore befitting for me to pledge my commitment to supporting Canisius and its mission. Similarly, I would like to encourage each one of us to do the same. Let us live here tonight inspired, motivated, and continue supporting education and striving for excellence in our endeavors. Together, we can ensure that Canisius remains a beacon of quality education and center of excellence for many years to come. Further, I think whoever is the treasurer might wish to take note. Ndavika 10,000. And what a pledge, Father, cash. Mtabiki mko mamu bale. Father, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your kind attention. And I would like to urge you to enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Guest of honor, before, sir, thank you very much on behalf. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. That 10,000 is a lot of money. Thank you very much, guest of honor, for Karumba. Just on the right note, what was your daughter's name? Your daughter's name. You guys, so me, I just asked you for a name and you are doing a whoa. What's happening? What's happening? You know, I looked at today's program. It's networking and fundraising. So you need to know each other's names for networking purposes. Yeah. So, oh, there's something behind here. Now, at this moment, we have to eat so that we have enough energy to introduce ourselves. So, DJ, please just give us some music so that I see how we get to the food and the order in which we are going to get our food. So I'll slightly hand over to our DJ to keep us hyped before we eat our food.
Oh, Sam, the library. You ever see the library? It's not our Sam. Sam, the library is there. Bring that phone.
You said for love was
Yes, wait.
As we eat, just a brief outline of how we proceed. No sooner had we eaten, a lot of people are still writing GCE. Because of that, yes, no sooner. What I'm trying to say is, as soon as we are done eating, we're going to have introductions. One of the most interesting parts of our program. Of course, we are going to start with the oldest group here. So probably start from the 50s. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and we'll go in that particular order. So the DJ will keep us entertained with music. As soon as I get a signal, especially from the other groups, as soon as I see that we are done eating, we are going to start with the introductions. DJ. Now, DJ, at this point, you are supposed to play music that will give us enough appetite to eat the food. So your selection must be very intentional because we want to eat. So, nyimbo ni ama emotion hii. So ndo tunapenga maningi ngatwaya hapo muziki wa jero. This song is very emotional, but to play it, it evokes a lot of memories. Thank you very much, DJ. So, in the interest of time, we are going to begin our introductions. And of course, we know how this is done. We are going to start with the oldest group that we have here. From the information that I have, in-house information, I think 74 should be the senior most. Do we have anyone from the 60s before? Anyone from the 60s? No. So a big hand for the 70s, 74 in particular. So we're going to begin with this table where the guest of honor is. We pay particular attention to the introductions. This is the time when we really get to know each other. So the microphone is right in front of you on that table. So we want to know who is who here. Yeah.
Some years back, as a school captain, I never had problems in talking, but I don't know whether I still have the zeal, the ability to do so. But anyway, my journey at Canisius begins way back in the 60s because my uncles had been there. So I also wanted to go there. And 69, I did choose Canisius as one of the places to go to. And the first Tonga words that I remember was on the train from Kagwe, and at the rail station in Osaka, and this lady was saying, Lugaro. Those were my first Tonga words. But anyway, I went to Canisius as one of the smallest boys. I think I was about 11 or so. And in terms of stature, I was among the smallest. And I believe that the time I was leaving Canisius, I was a man enough, as father said. Because from being the smallest boy, I was the school captain, and then you had the responsibilities of looking after 600 plus pupils, which really is something that I cherish. Another thing I cherish about Canisius, and at times I have problems when I'm at institutions, and that is to do the right thing. At times on the board or in management, and then you're told, let's do this, and you know that it's wrong. But from the training that we had in Canisius, you're able to stand up and say, no, this is wrong. So for me, Canisius is something that I cherish. I went there as a small boy, and I developed to have certain principles, and one of them is integrity, and that is to do that which is right. At times you have problems, it's costly, but I think that's very important. I think that's what I can say now. Thank you very much.
A big hand, one more time. And sometimes To answer that, there are certain things that we forget. The head teacher was not in our midst when we started, but I think he walked in incognito. I think at this moment, before we continue, just greet us so that people know that you joined us. Yeah, a big hand for the head teacher. I just noticed that.
Good evening. I'm happy to be here. I was a little bit held up, but where there is a function to support our core business, we are ever willing to be present no matter what it takes. Your support makes our works to be easy. My name is Mwanajingu Alamoya. I'm currently a teacher for Canisius Alumni.
There's something very interesting that I've noticed. A long time ago, in our time, for someone to be head, Nishikadana. Have you seen that things have changed? If you meet the head teacher, you can't even know that he's head. Queen Abia, we are moving in the right direction. Thank you very much, Mahedi. We continue. Kambobia now, as a teacher, I'm actually also getting momentum. I could be head any time now. So we continue with this table for the introductions.
I just wanted to say one thing. My Tonga was never very, very good, but there was something that I got from there. That was a girl that is Tonga. I always say that I got a certificate and with 5 boys, and that makes me very happy. I think yesterday, I'm an insurance broker. So if you want insurance, I'm able to have that tailor-made for you. Yesterday we did sponsor a team, and I think we paid 6,000 questions. And I don't have my finance people, but I think I'll pledge another 5,000 questions.
Thank you very much, and we thank the Tonga girl that you met. Thank you very much for, thank you. So I'm told this thing which is here, there are actually people that are watching live from everywhere. So as we do our introductions, let us make sure we just give a bit of eye contact there so that people can actually see. So still on this table for the introductions, I know the guest of honor could be the next in line from him, yeah. A big hand.
I think I'm not going to introduce myself because I've already done that. But perhaps let me request the Master of Ceremonies to see whether he could also recognize people who may not have been Canisius and who may not have been actually girls, but may be in our midst here as our special guests, to see whether they could also say one thing or another, and perhaps also make pledges. I can assure you, we do have in our meetings, guests from Osaka team, they are here. Those are the only ones I can recognize. The others were introduced to me as special guests from St. Joseph's. I'm sure they will show. The only thing, headmaster and father, I would like to say is that perhaps we may need to work very hard. I know from my set, we may still be close to 20 alive. And if we reach out, my colleagues, I think we'll be in a position to make some noticeable donations. I don't want to make any more contributions or pledges. For me to make a pledge now, outside the contribution I've made, I'll have to negotiate with China. And if she doesn't agree, then it will be very embarrassing. So allow me not to say anything until I have finished my negotiation with China. Then I can let you know the form in which that contribution could be, but it may be a contribution that will go towards the feeding of the people at the actual event on 21st. But negotiations will have to start. I thank you, and please unfold your hands. Give back, Canisius. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, guest of honor. I can assure you that that negotiation will be successful. As you negotiate with Chanda, remember that I'm one of the people that could help with that negotiation in case you face challenges. I'm very good at negotiations, so we are set. We are set in that one. So from the 70s, we go to the 80s quickly, and I think right in front of me is where the 270s. Oh, 80s. Oh, both are 80s, so we can start from here. So we will start from here. So we are now in the 80s. So I don't know if we can just somewhere there so that people can see the 80s in the camera. I want you to be within reach, just somewhere there.
Thank you very much. My name is Henry Hachomo. I belong to the 1986 exit.
Okay, big up. 1986 exits, very few words. And then the man of the moment there, there's something I love about the man who's coming to introduce himself. I will speak after he has introduced himself. I will say exactly what I like.
Greetings to Canisians. I noticed that there should have been others before me, so it would be improper that I take the floor before they do. Therefore, let me hand on the mic.
Thank you so much. I'm a pastor and I almost said hallelujah. My name is Sanford Mavu. Like I said, I'm a pastor at ECG, the Jesus Nation Church. My branch is in Chilanga. I completed in 1981. I was popularly known as Mr. Chairman. If you ask anybody in the 80s, those that way, they used to call me Chairman. I don't know why. But that was my name, my nickname as Chairman. It is wonderful to be a Canisian. I did finance in accounting. I'm retired at the moment. I'm just doing little things. Thank you so much.
Good evening. I equally graduated in 81. We were in the same intake, the same class. My name is Collins Simapa, a former Constantine House captain. I was privileged to be a footballer. I was in drama, the Tonga drama, which earned me a very beautiful lady from Tiguna. And I think the guest of honor indicated that those who went to Canisius, Tiguna, and other places, they must have been very intelligent. So this lady was attracted the way I was acting. Then we met somewhere, got married, and we have 5 children. All of them are graduates.
Out of curiosity, before you go, just a big one. You were his classmate, and most of the times when you are given a nickname, you would never know why, but your friends do know. Do you have an idea why he was called the chair before? Okay. A big hand
I used to be a cricket in Monza House.
A big hand.
Thank you, Mr. Marvel. I met Mr. Marvel in South Africa a few years back. He gave me a very warm welcome. That is the spirit of Canisius everywhere you go. My name is Charles Seaton Tola. I landed at Canisius in 1982 and left Canisius in 1986. Within the space of 5 years that I stayed there was one notable event that one would not forget to mention, given the chance to speak about it. One morning when we were having breakfast, a young and very energetic buffalo strayed into the grounds of Canisius, and all the pupils literally ran amok. Those that still remember the bounds of Canisius, we chased the buffalo up to out of bounds, that is across the stream, going to Sekesi. We missed all the morning classroom sessions, and what was to come after that is something that no one will forget. By then, we didn't have NGOs that would have stood on our side, because Mr. Mumba, the then deputy headmaster, had a field day to almost every child that was at Canisius. Each one of us receiving 3 strokes, meaning 1, you went out of bounds without permission; 2, you missed classes; 3, you chased one of the most dangerous animals. It was an event that, if I was to meet Mr. Muma today, I don't know how we would address each other. We look forward to the Canisius 75. I have been part of the process getting us this far, from as far back as when Canisius turned 50. My intake, my exit group is in serious talks on what we will do as a batch here. But I can rest assure you that we will be part of a very active group. And as an insight, we, the 86 group, hope to have a bride on the eve of the day within Monza. And the preparations are in top gear. So for those of you that might wish to join the winning team, you are just a phone call away from me. So thank you. Good evening.
So 86 Now we go to 87, 88, 89. I know this is 89. This looks like 89 here. Do we have any 87 and 88 before we stray into the 89 group? Okay. Do we have any 87 or 88? We're not there. So now we are free to, yeah, in truth. They are busy pointing at each other. Who goes first? You are born, sir. Land is right.
I don't know the prophet down David. Is it right? Okay, good evening, colleagues. The what? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you also need to see me. Okay. I'm one of the 9 exits at Canisius. I was in the 4 parts. Yes. There are a lot of episodes which happened there. Some of us are secrets to the group. So we don't want to share the puppet, but we always discuss amongst ourselves. Our head was Mr. Moya Nyanga, the late SOS in peace. Our deputy was the Shaka. Mr. Balabasi in charge. Well, I think we are very good boys, but all the same, we often find ourselves in his office where I used to Kenyans. Just by entering his office, we will say this is not a debating chamber. I'll give you one. Just for entering, why you still not others, which means you are good, give you one. And such kind of things used to happen. Sometimes we would stray into the surrounding areas as young techs, young boys, trying to sample life around Canisius, Mindare, and other areas. Also, we do run into some problems. Yes, my group was very active in D5. I think they have recognized some of the ladies they used to dance with. Okay. Unfortunately, I never danced so much to join D5. Okay, so after Canisius days, I went for studies. I'm currently one of the lecturers at Tunza. Offering educational psychology. I also have one of the colleagues I work with, but in a different capacity.
Yes, so Bona, good evening, everybody. My name is John. Thank you. I was at Canisius with these boys here. I tried a lot of things at Canisius, and I failed in most of them. Till I settled on being a ball boy for volleyball. And the coach, Mr. Ipitani, honored me with a title, though not mentioned, life member. Wherever volleyballers went, I was assured of a place. And after failing so many things, I tried other things. For instance, I was a chairperson for astronomy under the tutorage of Father Border. So we saw enough of stars. And I tried other things. But to cut the long story short, because of Canisius, using that motto, which we all know, I have done quite a bit of things in terms of work. Jonathan is my workmate. I'm serving as a...
My young sister is struggling with accommodation. So, I'll drop my number. Yes. Thank you. So, what we're going to do, in the interest of time, for the rest of the tables,
Jazima. We can hear you. So, it's fine. It's fine. So that's on this part. Each table will have one representative to give a bit of a narrative of the whole situation. The rest of us will just say the names so that we cut down on, yeah. So for each table, just choose one. We'll give under 30 seconds. That's anything, yeah. The rest of us, just the names so that we cut on time. Chia Shemanje. Leta mtu angaleta nilipa kamera. Zilifuna kutoka motani. Kamera. Mtu tuli live wana
Kunganda tawambira turi kumurungushi baratambara. So I'll allow the rest of the members to introduce themselves, and we'll go to the next speakers.
All protocols observed. I'm Chibeta Kennedy Nkwemo. I was in the class of 89. He said we shouldn't say that in the demo. I was a prefect in Moro House, and I was a basketballer at Canisius. I was the Stephen Curry of those days.
Okay, thank you. So you can just hand over the microphone to the next person.
Guest of honor. That is my name. My name is Declan, aka Yola 2000. Canisius International. Canisius 8, thank you.
Okay.
Good evening. My name is Nawamata. Before I went to Canisius, I was a very nice, lousy boy. Then I came out a Tonga chap who, now I know more Tonga than lousy. 89, lots of stories involving these people. I'm a lawyer by profession. And just to say, I know you said no story, but please. 2 years ago, this chap daughter went to school, and she wrote a letter complaining why they sent her to boarding. Then I reminded him of the letter I wrote my parents. I said, I don't know what I did. I don't know, the mistake I made, but I can't be here. I am sorry. Forgive me. I want to come back home. I don't want boarding anymore. I'm very happy that my parents ignored that foolish letter. In my wisdom, I know better now. Thank you very much.
So you can't file an injunction at all? No, okay.
My name is Engineer Alan Thomas. I run my own firm. There's a last in between, but that's for private reasons. We have a small association in our group called it's 89 members, and I'm the president of the association. We endeavor to do a few projects for the school, and I think 3 years ago we did a project for the school. We continue also sponsoring the best students at Canisius. And I don't want to waste much time as this group, we're still debating, but for now we're pledging 20,000.
I hope there are people that are writing. We cross over the 90s, So 89, 90. Do we have anyone in 90? 90 exactly, 90 sharp? 90 sharp? Okay, 91? 92, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have one there, so you can come through. That's 95, is it? 96. Okay. Any other person from 96? Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, chair, yeah. So, your name, and then yeah.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ken Tumweno, Chair 92. 96. Yeah. So I think we loved Canisius. I think one remarkable thing that happened during our time, I don't know whether I take the Zanga. Yes. So that was our intake in action. Do you know the reason for the riot? Someone stole the sentence. You don't take that.
Thank you so much. Yes, so this is a CCP, that's where they all came from. So my name is Dennis Sikaulu, as you have already heard. I'm currently the chairperson, or is it president, outgoing of the Canisius Alumni Association. I went to Canisius in 1992 and came out in 1996. I was a prefect in Torrent. Yes, this is the Spanish around too. And then I was the chairperson of D5. Those who remember D5, or if you didn't find it, it was a dancing club. Last year, Academia was also in the swimming club. And then I also played tennis at the hotels. But in a nutshell, that's me. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much. We move on to 97. 98. Oh, okay. So, tulilama dread manja. Ndiye itekio nzovuta.
Good morning, everyone. It's always morning somewhere in the world. Careful, that's no matter. I'm Matongo Maumbi. Those who call me by Afromatrix, I know we have a connection from Canisius and back then. So even when I'm walking on the street and I hear someone shouting Matrix or Afro, I'll quickly stop and check who that Canadian is. We brag that every town, every country you go to, you find a Canadian. And I get shocked when I find a friend of mine who does not know of a Canadian, because we are everywhere, and it's testimony to our 75 years of existence. I was never a prefect at school, but I enjoyed that time very much. I'm currently the secretary for the Canisius Alumni Association. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Douglas Havayomi. 98 intake. I had the best time of my academic life at Canisius. They used to call me Zidane. But I never played in the school team because I preferred basketball. That's where I find the position to meet our girls from Zambia. That's the sole purpose why we joined basketball.
Yeah, and I was the chairperson for T5. We enjoyed, and I was also a class captain, not a prefect. 90 and 12 arts. Though I went in arts in grade 10, third term. Reason being, I always wanted to become an accountant. Anyway. So that during that time, accounts was in arts. So that's how I moved. And I didn't want that competition in science. Yeah. Anyway, I'm an accountant by profession. Thank you.
Okay, that was like what? 8. We go to 9. 9. Again, I insist, the names mostly very important. We still have a lot of people to know here. So let's be swift with the introductions here.
Good evening once more. So Joseph Matimba, 95, 99 intake, 8 EE to 12 arts. As I said earlier on, there's a rich history that I have with Canisius. Also representing my father, 1971 intake. Obviously, I can't represent my young brother because his friends are there. I'm the only one from the 99 intake that is in here. But what we've done as a 99 intake, we've got a group with our Santa friends. So we invited our 99s, the St. Joseph's friends, we still connect and interact as friends. So on behalf of the 1999 class, we would like to thank you for coming. But what I also did, I invited a lot of friends of Canisius. So on this table, that is written PBIK, that's an audit practice that we run. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. So my principal partner is Mr. Kufanga. Apparently, Mr. Kufanga is Mose Boys. Mose Boys. And what's interesting between the two of us is that he's way senior than me, but we played basketball together after our secondary school life and became friends like that, eventually became business partners. So it's connections that have grown from the history that we have from Southern Province. And thank you for coming, Mr. Fanga. And of course, in such events, I move with my lovely wife. Stand up and see you. So that's the woman behind Mr. Matimba. I know we've been told not to say a lot, but because I'm alone in 99, I met this lovely woman when playing basketball. And yeah, things happened. Eventually, she's Mrs. Matimba. And the rest are my colleagues. Interestingly, I also work with my young sister, Rosemary Matimba there. She's part of the Canisians. She had two brothers and a father that went to Canisians. So yeah, and the husband there, and my 2 colleagues. So what we've tried to do is I've tried to introduce my work life and my family life to the Canisius family. So that then it's easy when I say that I've gone to Canisius and this is what I'm doing for Canisius, because then everyone that is close to me understand what we're trying to do. So thank you.
I'm just going to sit, please. A big hand for Santa. Santa, Santa. Santa, remember a big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for Santa. So from 99, you carried on with Santa. They are here even today.
Sorry. So my principal partner has just reminded me that he wants to make a donation. So on behalf of my principal partner, is contributing 10,000 to it.
Principal partner, every hand for the principal partner. It applies here. Now we are out of the 90s. Tapura 2000. The 2000s. Now you can tell the step has changed. This one.
The previous speakers were using English. Oh, yeah, come in. You have to forgive us. This is Chizungu. The previous speakers were using English. If it's Zungu, I'll borrow from my colleague there who said that when they came, there was a demo. Apparently, we were the most watched intake. When we came, we witnessed the demo for the campaign. So, our 5 years, we were monitored like, I don't know, because we knew what to demonstrate first. No. Our elders demonstrated because Kapenta was stolen. So that CCP where Kapenta Wapigwa, we all know those stories. Anyway, we don't want to bore you with those. We speak, we talk about those stories in the groups. So I'll be representing the 2000 group. I came in 1996, left in 2000. I think that's why we clicked with Mr. Mirimo. I have a confession. When I left school, I went to the neighborhood. I found an old body. I think he came to our shop, at the house shop. And then he asked me, immediately you click. And then he discovered I was a Canisian. And then the most common thing about it was I was also the staff carrier of Canisius. Yeah? When I see Santa, I think I'll pick those staff carrier Miller records of threes. I used to hit all those threes. But I actually want three. And to make it more interesting, Mrs. Matimba, I think we trained at Lutas together. So it's a basketball family. And I have a young man in my midst that I need to also recognize. I hate my colleague Joseph saying he had the family of Canisians. I also have the family here. There's a young man in the 1989 group. Apparently, he's my brother. Hachirangu Koba. And my absent brother, Lucky Muka, left in 1995. And my very interesting brother-in-law, our sponsoring man. So this family supports Canisius in a very heavy way. I've been a banker for the past 2 decades. With Indo-Zambia. And I need to mention that Indo-Zambia just in the past awards had sponsored the last awards. I think our administration will acknowledge that. I won't mention the figures, but they were hefty. Did we give 50 or was it 10,000 or 50? Anyway, so that's about the 2000 group. It's a lot of stories, but I haven't come alone with my colleague who are allowed to introduce himself. Oh, I didn't say my name. Oh, Chirumba.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to see you all. My name is Chulani Komo, 2000 exit. My highlight of being at CC, the first day of reporting at school. BC Himpiali, knowing my grandparents, it was a nice induction into CC, into what all of you are here. So it's nice to meet all of you. Let's continue supporting our school. Yeah, thanks.
There's a lot of deception from this intake. Someone complained, me, I can't speak English. I don't know how someone was speaking English. About 2000. 2001? One man commando. Okay.
Good evening. Yes, Abona. My name is Chisharoku Mpudu. I've just arrived from Kasama. I was never perfect, but I was in everything. I was 100 meters, basketball, football, academics. I was part of everything. So the only thing, I'm a little bit disappointed with the empty tables. I hope somebody is taking Rongo. Even if they have paid, we wanted to think. I've come all the way from Kasama to just be part of you. From the 2001 intake, I arrived late, we have it gelled, so our pledge will be consolidated tomorrow. Thank you.
You are still at the talking center. Okay, so that was 2001, 2002 now. Okay, so I can see, is that the spokesperson for the table? Yeah, so we have the spokesperson for the 2002.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all tonight. My name is Dennis Luindi, intake rep, 2002 exit. The only intake to ever, or rather, one of the only few intakes to ever have 2 head boys in one calendar year. The only intake to ever had a Wheeler Luando. Yes, Cash, but I'm here with some good friends. Monga Hambai, Kwasi Masole, Mwaga Jilala, Jablan Mwale, and our dear friend from Santa, Jins Monga. In our time, there was a song that was trending. I'll probably just sing the first few lines, and I'm quite certain that my friends will respond. Ndagulila kirisari seubodi kodalila. Achuza jaguli mama, kaswaye. Achuza jaguli mama, karange muderere. Ladies and gentlemen, in the same way that everyone was writing on protocols observed, we shall write on those, but also allow us to write on the pledges and contributions that have been made. Okay, as young as we are, we were only at Canisius for 5 years, just like all of you, and we pledged 5,000 watches. Thank you.
Hello. So, as you can see the trend, what we are trying to do here is we are actually cutting down on a lot of things. We are mixing the stories, the pages, and the introductions at a go. So I know there are a few tables that didn't make the pledges, we'll still give you a chance. So for the rest of the tables that are coming, let's use this opportunity to do the introductions and those brief stories, and as well as the pledges, so that we don't have a separate time to give pledges. So that was 2002, 2003. Oh, yeah, I think
Sisi oye!
Sisi oye! Kosi oye! Moro oye! Orange oye! Monza oye!
I was hiding, I didn't want him to know my intake. Moro oye!
Thank you very much. We are from the 2003 intake, and I'm Chisenga Lufungolo. I was the. But before head boy, I was a supervisor, and I stand to be corrected. I think we were the last full supervisors, because after our intake, supervisors were stopped because it was deemed to be a diabolic. You guys were okay. So Sengal Fungulo, 8GG to 12 Science, supervisor, Moro, House, and Constantine, which I still hold dear to my heart, and school captain. We are happy to be here, and thank you very much. I also allow my colleagues to introduce themselves.
I know the intake behind. They call me by a very strange name due to some circumstances. My name's Edmund Manahamudu, Monga Komodo. Then the school nickname is Mondo. So let me just briefly explain how this nickname came about. I think it was on a Friday evenings. So we had gone for something out of bounds. So I woke up with some bottle just beside my bed. So I think Mr. Ziladen, Mr. Ziladen came and pounced my room and found something toxic. So anyway, that's how my name came about. I'm currently running my own firm, actually a college, Teveta registered. I am somewhere in Chile, South there. So I'm the principal, the co-owner with my colleagues. So I think for the contribution, we'll sit with the team and we'll definitely give the feedback. Thank you.
Okay.
Just tell us the 1,000.
I know how I address it. Okay, so I'll be brief because of the time. So my name is Emmanuel Hambokoma. At Canisius, yes, they used to call me Jesse in those days. Others used to call me Big Goose. But away from that, I was the house captain for Moro, I was the supervisor, I was the chair for, what was that? The church council. Yeah, but away from that, a different approach. Later on, years later, I became the communications coordinator for a group called the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits for Zambia Malawi province. So he was my colleague. That's why we worked together. So the Jesuits started Canisius. But at the same time, I see my sisters from St. Joseph's. My sisters from St. Joseph's, I think most of you know the Radiant Sisters of the Holy Spirit, Sister Rosaria and the others. So I'm also the ICT consultant for that congregation. Now, to be brief, I've heard most of the contributions here are about money. I think Canisius needs materials and skills as well. I was in administration in the Zambia Malawi province with the Jesuits, and most of the things that were needed were also skills. At one point, I remember donating computers on behalf of the Jesuits to my former school, to the headmaster. So Canisius needs your skills. I'm streaming, I'm doing photography as part of my pages, Matombo. Every time there's an event, I always tell them, what you need? ICT, count me in. So we can build Canisius not only through money, but skills. Remember, fundraising and friends raising. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you. In conclusion, I'd just like to say, we spoke about the pledges, but just before I make our pledge, I said we were in 12 Science, And historically, the science classes have never been known for soccer. So this one time, I think we were playing 10 arts, and we played the game, and I think the game ended 14-2. And the 10 arts class got 14, and we got 2 as 12 science. And one man, I'm happy he's here right now, Bachisha, you are here, and he sang us one song. I don't know if he remembers, and I'll try to sing it, and I hope he can join me. Abani my boys, chape, sikire baribe, embera Thank you very much. As the 2003 intake will be pledging a 3-pin that will be sent. That will be sent the moment I sit down. Thank you very much.
A big hand. A big hand. I can imagine what that song would have been now. Aye. Karami. So we move on to 2004. Representative for that group. 2004. Just one person is coming through to. I knew it had to be him, so we give him the.
First of all, I recognize him, my boss, of course. I'm the assistant director in the Department of Agribusiness and Marketing from the Ministry of Agriculture, Dr. Nicholas Obi Mainza. Yeah, of course, I enjoy school. I'm from the 2004 exit. We went in 2000. Yeah, 2003 was, I think, the time when the meetings were a bit real. Yeah, the meetings, they were very bad. Yeah, they were very bad. Such that even, there's a man who used to move with a smaller motorcycle. Mussolini, eh? Yeah, he used to beat us terribly. But we thank those meetings because actually they helped us. It's part of life. Such at this time around, because of these too many NGOs and whatever, the boys that are coming up now, I think they're a little bit confused. But for us, that was building. Only that it depends on how you view it, whether it's animosity or so, but it was actually building. So this table here, it has 2004 exits, and there are those 2 young ones there from the 2005. So him here is Mr. Samson Mutonga, yeah, and then there's also John Mutonga. They're actually twins. Yeah, these ones. Then the one next there is famously Onongani. He's a confused chap. Fidelis Mululu. Yeah, he's an elder in the other church. Then the other one is Mwandus Chole Moses. Yeah. Then we have the former farmhouse president, the confused character, Libat Baro. And there's another one who's just left. I think he's gone outside. Yeah, place is Aubrey Goma. So for now, we are not going to mention the pledge. We are still congregating within the group, trying to debate on seeing what we are going to pledge. We have been challenged that I think money must not be the only symbolic identity to pledge. if it was going to be cut, we're going to make mention now. Now we've held it because we've been advised to think of other things. Thank you so very much.
On the contrary, as the director of programs, I want to object to one statement that has been issued. For the people that are coming next, let us not avoid the issue of money, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you have other alternatives, let money be part also of the alternatives. I have guided. Take one money. So, those that have other ways of helping, yes, we appreciate. But you can't approve your because whatever skills or whatever material it is, money is still behind that, isn't it? So money. So 2005, there are two gentlemen here.
One Mudo, one Chiso.
Guest of honor, my name is Madaliso Lista Panda. I heard most of the people talk about the fact that they were the stiff carry of their time. I think I was the Alan Iverson of my time. Yes. Our highlight, my highlight of Canisius was that from the time we went there in the day, 2001, 2000, 2003, 2004, all these intakes were losing in basketball. No. So when we became grade 12, 2005, we made a pledge to ourselves that we would regain the Canisian spirit. And we were the champions of Canisius in 2005, the whole of Southern Province.
Wow.
And our fellow St. Joe friend there, who is attending, can confirm that. Yes, we were the champions of Southern Province. So that was our highlight. That was my highlight of Canisius.
Were you playing against me?
No. We played against everyone, but those were our supporters. No. They are being supported by 2005 St. Joseph. No, don't worry. Okay. Oh, thank you.
All right. My name is Sheila Siamasi. I hold all the ladies. All right. My name is Sheila Siamasi. I own all the ladies, including all your wives. That's what Siamasi means. It's possessive. I own. So because I'm a generous man, I'm just allowed to say anyone can pick. All right. So 2005 exits, and I'm a pastor. I'm also an animal scientist, and also business analyst. That's a church. I go to the Salvation Army currently. All right. So in our intake, apparently before something happened, I encountered God in a certain way at Canisius. By the way, let me just add that that was one of the turning points, something that really changed in my life. Whenever there was issues to do with singing out a prefect, or when people have issues, awards day, so Chisenga there knew that if there's someone who's starting a song, that person who's starting a song should be China. So most of the time I was starting high because you can't punch for me. So at Canisius, most of the time, whenever there was anything to do with the songs, more especially awards, we would make sure that we create one for that particular event. Actually, our intake, we are the ones who made their intake to have 2 head boys. The 2002, we were like the replica of 2002 somehow. No. In the event, you have an office. I can't take it up on 9 minutes. You have an office. So my memories as Canisius, I think, are innumerable. One of the biggest moments for me, I think, I know that maybe some of you, we have a pastor Ramkwem here at Canisius. Ramkwem, at Canisius, this is where I encountered the Holy Spirit by myself in the school. And I found myself praying from somewhere around 21 hours to 02, and I couldn't stop. And from that time up to date, you know the reason why I'm talking like this? There's a reason. People are complaining of people doing ministry in a bad way. But I can assure you that from the Canisian cohorts, people that come from Canisius, there are people that have led. You can be a pastor and not manipulate people. Amen. You can be a pastor and still be a scientist and still be in business administration and work hard. By the way, I'm also a practicing farmer. And so in the midst of this drought that we had a harvest of some kind which is substantial. So there's nothing like preaching for money. It's just preaching the gospel as it is. Thank you so much.
Our pledge will be available to the committee.
My pledge until tomorrow. So, both of you were up to 2005.
Yes.
I think my brother had a tough time dealing with this intake. In 2005, my brother was vice. Yes. So these are the items he was dealing with.
He was the most surprising pick of a head boy ever at Canisius.
He's not here to defend himself. He's not here.
Jim there at the St. Joseph's lady there, the brother were together in the same intake. On behalf of the brother, yes. And so on behalf of the brother, I forgot to mention this. These guys were they were the best in Southern Province. They only lost one game because they started playing a game to excite the St. Joseph's girls in Livingstone. And we were very upset with our basketballers because we wanted a clean record, but they started doing and one because they were leading by a huge margin, and there was a guy called Nana from Monzeboti. That just destroyed the whole team, and it was the biggest loss for us. I think that was just the one loss that we did, but the rest was. So anyway, we can pledge in our individual capacity, but I think it will be good. We are funding as 2005, so we'll get back to you once we talk to our colleagues. So we already have the 500. So 500 that I can have which did that.
500 because even me, I'm about to pledge on behalf of my brother Puna Matusha Dede. But I'm not encouraged to it in a way. Now, for the rest of the people that are remaining, you can't talk for more than 1 minute and you have not pledged anything. Now, I think here I'll be stopping people from talking. We can't listen to you for 10 minutes and 1 hour. I'll be cutting you here. People are watching live here. So from 2005, if you don't have anything.
Our intake, I think we only came the two of us. We can't speak for the masses. They will pledge, but between the two of us, we're putting 4,000 kwacha. We're putting 4,000 kwacha between me and Kulani. But we consolidate. We will not wait for them to put, but ours is finalized. 4,000 kwacha, but the consolidated one will become a claim.
Yes. The rest of you, if you don't have something to put, that's the last for them to read it out. Don't even come to introduce yourself here.
having been instructed, 1988 exit were the two of us, and we've commandeered that for our group. We shall contribute 10,000 kwacha.
That's why we're here. So you have here 2006, 2007. If you don't have something to give, send me your names. I'll read them out. Then you wait there. We don't have time. 22 hours. That is really a story. I'm not doing that as well. Okay, so from 2005 we go to 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18. Okay, 2018 you can quickly ignore the churches. Yeah, you can go. 2018, yeah. My one generation is at the time. We are now in a new era. Yeah.
Good evening. It's Canisius Alumni representing 2018. I think for now I'll be pledging 1,000.
Yeah. Utuma Denizidi tufuniko kapi amoshai. Mukaraki saya kafuta chair. This one will be chair very soon. Ndiye baba na manzero hapo. So 2018 we move to 2019. Tumani umanzi huko. Oh, bebe kama yo mama. Ndakula mami mutema uratata.
Hello, how are you? My name is Bob Anagujeba. Before I start dancing a short song. Feeling the way mama and they are. Feeling the way mama and they are. They are. Feeling the way mama. Thank you very much. I'm Bob Anagujeba, as I say. I'm proud of the Canisian very much. My father's a Canisian here. My father's a Canisian. From the time of 4 years, I knew I was a Canisian as well. My brother would be Canisian. So my son would be Canisian and go on. I really thank you very much. Our headmaster, who used to beat us very much, was Mr. Mara Chibala. But we thank you very much because he really put his true And Margarita here was our deputy. And I must say that I was 8G, 12 science. I was the moral house captain. And I went to the University of Zambia. I'm doing economics, GP of 3.43, merit. And I'm also serving as the president for the Economics Association at Kunza. And I must say, I really appreciate Canisius. I don't know how I find myself as a leader. I can't miss Canisius. And I must say, it's the Canisius values that were instilled in us. Thank you very much.
Actually, the father was our classmate. That's what John is there. So
I'm working the car right now.
Good evening.
Yes, my name is Silvio Mulunda. Yes, I'm a student at the University of Zambia, electrical engineering. Yes. For our intake, we're not very athletic, but I can tell you what, the brightest intake Canisius has ever had.
I was part of Jake and we went to win a national.
I was Jake's president.
Before you proceed, okay, so I know you're going to take money, so no, that's why I'm going to I think it's in a busy.
So yes, we're national Olympiad champions of physics, math, and chemistry. Personally, I was chemistry Olympiads. I was never a in Mr. Managing when she owes me explanation. That's why I was never a prefect. Yes. So I'll just introduce my classmates. So we have Nathan Mwanza. He was actually table tennis champion for Southern Province 2019. We also have Clive Anyiga. Sandeep Salah. And we're accompanied by our brothers from Mukasa and Kafue Bronx. At the 2019 Olympic, we played 500 clubs. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much for our children. We will add their talents to them.
So, my name the economics is called like the multiply effect. What do you think? So your 500 has changed into 1,500. So apart from that, that's 2019. We have 2020, 2021, 2022, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so straight away, like the guest of honor guided, we have people amongst us here that may not have been at Canisius, but have been supportive of this cause. So we'll quickly give them this opportunity as well to just introduce themselves. Of course, we'll begin with Santa. So, Santa, please. Santa, and before Santa, I think all of you must even just stand so I can look at you one more time. Because Santa, they were beautiful then and they are beautiful even now. If you got for Santa, without the Santa, there is no Canisius. We are here, we are nothing without you. So, I'm on the camera, you can come close. I'm seeing Santa, you are few, we can accommodate. Santa. In the morning, to the Santa. Okay, so, wow. Let the camera get wow. Wow to be. We want all the Santas here, Santa, so we do the Santa at once. Okay, beautiful. So, well, we can begin from here. Just quick, just quick introduction.
My name is Mwanza. the St. Joseph's I completed in 2005. Originally from Mamba. Yes, from Mamba. Yes, with the Kashuba. Yes. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Are you happy to be here? How many can be there? How many can be there? Thank you. Mewanzima Pauline Namro Machemba. 2001 intake or exit. I was the head girl for the 2001 intake. And I'd like to say that I was also a classmate to the current head teacher from grade 1 to grade 7. So we are happy to be here, and we'll talk more after my seniors have spoken.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Philippa Hamagasu. I graduated in 2009 from St. Joseph's. I'm really happy to be here tonight. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kate Simonga. I'm the elder sister to Dr. Peter Simonga. Shilala and Magaliso's intake. I'm a very good friend to the 2002 intake.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, ladies. My name is Musemna Nungwa. 2013 intake.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Feby Mikisa, 2009 intake.
Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We allowed our young sisters to speak so that So my name is Maya Wright, 1999 exit. I was a volleyballer. She was a volleyballer. Apparently, we committed a crime. When Canisius was playing in Choma, against whom, madam? So we were supporting Canisius. Then I don't know, somewhere along the way, we apparently changed and started supporting the opposition. And because of that, apparently they lost. So they've never forgiven us for that. But come on, guys. All these years, up to now, you can be holding that grudge. I stand here on behalf of all of us that committed this crime, and I'm asking for your forgiveness today. Please get married.
Good evening, everyone. Everyone, 99 exit, St. Joseph's. My mother was a nurse. So my relationship with guys from Canisius and the community in Chikuni is really deep. It's still deep. And I've formed long-lasting relationships from that. And let's keep it burning. Let's continue supporting the community. Thank you very much.
You can't bring up play, right? Yeah, I just regret that before you introduced yourself, I could have said you can even state your marital status. Just for the sake of why? Just in case, yeah. So let's.
Okay, so we'd like to say thank you for inviting us and for being part of this event. We are so honored. And St. Joseph's, we've been following you. We've been learning from you. You've been an inspiration. And what we want is to do what you're doing.
and even do it better. So that's what we want. And at St. Joseph's, your once and forever friends, today we pledge just a small amount of monetary, which is a 5,000. Above all, we commit to support you morally in everything that you do. Spiritually and emotionally. We are going to be the flowers that you need. We are going to flower your events and make them colorful, and we enjoy doing that. Very grateful, and we are honored to be here. Thank you very much.
After this speech, guest of honor, please allow me, even just by transitivity or just honorary. Can I be an honorary Canisian? Honorary Mulogana, honorary. Have I been honored as a Canisian? But if you just look into that thing, I feel like I should have been. Now, do we have any other supporters of this cause apart from Santa? Before we go, I call the chair to wrap up our evening. Do you have any other supporters of this cause apart from Santa? Anyone that you've left out? We have I don't know that one will sort out. But it is simple. Okay. Due to popular demand, and this demand is so popular that I can't resist. We have also our colleagues from Operembe that joined us to support this cause. Under 30 seconds, I will invite our colleagues from Operembe. A big hand for Operembe, please, as they come through. Let me help come to the Operembe. So here is the Operembe, ladies and gentlemen. A big hand for Operembe. Please come back to you, just a big hand from the back. Operembe is in the area, sure. Your family is growing big, are you? The Canisian effect. It has really touched Operembe. Okay, so just.
Good evening. My name is Matalena Vela. Completed 2016. We were in the same intake. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chanda Seferi from.
No, they didn't get the last part, so just hold the microphone like this.
I'm Chanda Seferi. Yes.
Okay, man, Chanda, don't talk so much. Anything that you want to know about Chanda, I can speak for you. Okay, big hand for Operembe. Oh, the plate. For Ruba plate, you go down. Okay, chair. I did Okay, Ariba Party, Moses Zenga. So I've been guided that before the chair comes, is there anyone who feels that they can make a pledge on behalf of the MP? Please speak now or forever remain silent. Anyone who can pledge on behalf of the MP? Mind you, it's just a pledge. We are not going to think about anything. Oh, it's the pastor. The pastor, no one.
So I need to hand me there. So our intake, at least a minimum of 5,000. That we pledge for towards this year. That is 2005.
Okay, so if you know and it doesn't want to be that, do we know how they want everybody have a 10? To chair. So that you want to play the game for them.
Clarify, about 2095 B.
Okay, but then as the chair is speaking, in case the spirit whispers to you, please. Thank you. Sisi wewe. Sisi wewe. Jinsi kapenda yapigwa. Jinsi kapenda yapigwa. Sorry, that song we sang with the carpenter was a legendary story. We sang that song. So, ladies and gentlemen, from our group 1996 exit, there was only me and Kenny representing the group. So we had some discussions and we'll discuss with our colleagues later. So the minimum, I think, which will come from us will go partly towards cash and partly towards buying some space in the magazine, which was allotted to earlier. So it will be a minimum of 10,000 kwacha. And also, I wish to make an announcement of a pledge from my father. I was speaking to my father. His name is Ernest Sikawuru. He went to Canisius in 1966. Yeah, he did his Form 1 and Form 2 there, then he left to go to Hillcrest. But to this day, he still identifies as a Canisian. Most of his friends are Canisians. I've gone to Canisius. My son is at Canisius. So I hope it will be tradition we'll keep. So he has asked to announce that he's pledging a 2,000 kwacha. And then some of you may not have noticed, but the senior house captain, school captain, is wearing a very nice tie. I don't know whether you people have seen it. Have you seen this? How many of you have ever worn a tie like this? Does anyone want it? He has been kind enough to allow us to auction this time. So we're auctioning this time. It's written CC 50 years Jubilee 1949 to 1999. During the 50 years Jubilee, this is when these ties were made. So they are very few and very rare. Okay, so we are going to start the auction. If you want to tell us what amount you think you can get it at, you can just lift up your hand and then we will take note. Yes, sir, over there? Okay, we have started the auction with the 20 kwacha. 20 kwacha, anyone? Yes, sir. 50 kwacha over there. Anyone else? 50 kwacha going once? 1,000 kwacha over there. 1,000 going once. How much? 1,000 going once? Yes, sir.
1,200.
1,200 kwacha from the gentleman in a nice bow tie. 1,200 kwacha going once. 1,400 over there. 1,500, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, over there. 2,000 kwacha, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000 kwacha going once. 2,000 kwacha going twice. 2,000 kwacha. 2,250. 2,250 kwacha for this wonderful tie. Going once. 2,250 going twice. Yes, sir. 2,500 for this wonderful tie. 2,500, anybody? Going once. 2,500 going twice. 3,000 kwacha. 3,000 kwacha, ladies and gentlemen, for this lovely tie. Anybody else? 3,000 kwacha. Anybody? Sandra? How much? 3,000 going once. 3,000 going twice.
3,000.
So to the gentleman in the nice podcast. Please just tell us your full names and your age you will finish us.
Now, Mata exit 1980. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mata. Congratulations to you.
I saw that tie when worried. I thought, how come we don't have that tie?
Very special time. I wish I got it myself. Now I'm regretting. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how many of us here were in Moro House? Moro? Okay, there we have very limited edition and Moro only t-shirts on auction. Moro t-shirts we are auctioning here today.
I also belong to Moro. Moro house.
We are going to stream it nicely because I was also more house captain.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Moro t-shirts. Believe you me, nobody else has got these t-shirts. As you can see, these are the 75th anniversary edition of the t-shirts, which is the jubilee which we are celebrating now. So what this means is that nobody currently has these t-shirts. So if you get these t-shirts, you're going to be the first one owning these special edition t-shirts. So we are going to start the auction. So, let's start. So, the reserve price, since they are special edition and they are not a lot, these are going to have a reserve price of 300 kwacha. And the sizes, this one is medium, this one is XL. This one here is, large, and this one is also extra large. So we've got two extra large, we've got one which is large, and we've got medium. Can we start with the medium, please? Yes, sir. 301 kwacha for the medium. Okay, 301 kwacha going once, going twice. So, you can even get the t-shirt. Mr. Okay, we are moving on to the large. We are moving on to the large. Reserve price is 300 kwacha. These are very good quality t-shirts. If you know the brand called Extreme, these are very durable t-shirts. So we are now auctioning the large size, and our reserve price is 300. Can I have anybody beating that? Yes, sir. 500 kwacha over here for the large. 500 kwacha going once. Large t-shirt, large model. My house, yes, sir.
600 kwacha as tomorrow house.
600 kwacha as tomorrow house. Yes, sir.
700 for my moral person.
700 kwacha over here for the large t-shirt. I hope you have got cash. Yes, yes, sir. 800 kwacha. 800 going once. 900 kwacha for the large t-shirt. Yes, sir. 1,000 kwacha for the large t-shirt. 1,050 kwacha for the large, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody else? Yes, sir. 1,200 over here for the large t-shirt. Do I get 1,300? 1,000? 1,250 going once. 1,256 kwacha. Yes, sir. 1,300 kwacha for the large t-shirt. 1,300 kwacha going once. 1,300 kwacha going twice. 1,350 kwacha going once. 1,350 kwacha. 1,400 kwacha over here. 1,400 kwacha for the large moral t-shirt. Yes, sir. 1,500 kwacha. 1,551 kwacha over there. 1,600 over there. Do we have 1,700? 1,600 kwacha going once. 1,600 going twice, and so 1,650. 1,655. 2,000 kwacha. 2,000 kwacha going once. 2,000 kwacha going twice. Yes, sir. 2,010 kwacha. 2,010 kwacha, ladies and gentlemen, for the large t-shirt. 2,200 kwacha. 2,200 going once. 2,200 going twice, and it is sold. Aftermath, please take note. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are remaining with these two, and the size for these two t-shirts is XL. XL. So, can I have the bid? We're opening at 300 kwacha for the XL moral t-shirts. It is a very nice t-shirt, as you can see. Nicely branded. 300 kwacha. Yes, sir. 600 kwacha over there. 600 kwacha. Mr. Matimba. 750 kwacha going once. 800 kwacha. Anybody else? 800 kwacha going once. 800 going twice. Santa. 1,000 kwacha from St. Joseph's, ladies and gentlemen. 1,000 going once, going twice, and sold to St. Joseph's. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed to the last t-shirt, please allow me to allow our guest of honor to depart. I think we've held him longer enough.
And he was the first person to arrive here today. Having been instructed, so there you go. You please hand over the testimony. So please now just allow us to respect Mr. Siagalenge's time. Please let's all just be upstanding and just give him a clap offering. We are very grateful that you found time to do that this sir. Thank you so much. Please let's give a clap offering to Mr. Siakalenge. We are very grateful, sir. We know how busy you are. We are very grateful that you found time to spend the whole evening with us, starting from yesterday up to today.
We are trading with him. That's why. We are giving cash for that. I've bought him off.
Okay, so we proceed with the auction. The last item, the last lot is an extra large t-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, so we have one more t-shirt to auction. One more t-shirt to auction.
I made a mistake.